I'm Patrick Bailey with whiteboardcoder.com. Today is August 27th, 2017, and in this video I'm going to be going over this is kind of round 2 of how I was wrong about my SSD drive slowing down over time. Okay, for those who may probably not familiar with the story, I did a video, and here it is over here, several months ago. How long? But basically what I had done is on my old 6-year-old laptop, I had had an SSD drive, an M4 in there for a long time. And I must have not actually paid attention to its speed at all or even tested it. And so one day I went to go test it and I noticed it was just a lot slower. And so I made this video thinking that maybe it had degraded over time from where it could have been. But I wasn't quite sure. And then one day I had some weird issues that got so bad that I thought, well, maybe the hard drive is dying. Maybe I'm not sure about what's going on. So I went and bought another drive. And what I did is I bought this one, an MX300 525 gigabyte. And I replaced it on my 6-year-old system. So then I made another video saying I was wrong because here's a brand new hard drive that should be running at a certain speed, and I was getting horrible speeds. In fact, I could probably skip through this video. So I made another video showing that I was wrong. And so there's the speed I was getting, about 280, which is about half the speed. And so it made me think that on my system, which was 6 years old, even though it should be capable of it should be capable of going up to probably 600 megabytes per second. It had actually on SATA 3. So there we go. SATA 3 should be go up to 600 megabytes a second. It looks like it was kind of talking on SATA 2, and so the drive could go faster. But my system was just talking SATA 2 for some reason, even though I don't think it should have. It could have been the cords were bad or something because it was a secondary drive. I don't know. No, actually that was a primary drive. But anyway, it was not running fast, so I basically said I need to go test it again once I get a new laptop. Well, I finally get a new laptop. So now here's the test. So what I did is I did run it before the video just to show how fast it would go with nothing going on. And so there's the speeds I'm getting. So here's the same drive. I pulled it from the other computer, put it on here, and I'm getting speeds I would expect. I'm getting 525 and 366 megabytes right. So the read and writes are where they should be. So it totally was my system. The drive was fine. It didn't degrade over time. I don't think either one of them degraded over time, but obviously my system was just kind of maxed out at SATA 2. But just to show what's going on here, let me prove what I have just to be a little anal. Let me bring up the device manager and show that the D drive is this MX300, and then I'll rerun the test. If I can bring up the device manager, there we go. So there's device manager, there's my disks, and I guess it didn't upgrade when I rebooted. Let me scan. Oh, you're not showing the right disk. Well, that's kind of weird. Well, anyway, that's the original disk that should have been in here, which is actually just a spinning disk, so that's completely wrong. I wonder why it's not getting the correct one. That's very weird. Well, there it is, the 512. But anyway, it's correct. Let me see, there's another way to show hardware. Wonder why it's not showing it. Oh well, but anyway, it is that drive. So let me go rerun this live so you'll see the numbers. They might go down a little bit, but it should be close to the same. And I'm not running it as my primary drive, I'm running it as my secondary drive, so numbers probably shouldn't change much. So there you go. The numbers are similar. This drive is fine. I just had an old system that obviously had somehow either the cords or something were SATA 2, and it just kind of defaulted to SATA 2 and it wasn't getting the speed I was expecting. But on this new system, no problem. Okay, to be a little more complete, I actually went and grabbed the old M4 drive that I had replaced, and I put it in this computer to see how fast it is going. And so just to show you, okay, come on, drag. So there I am right now. It's on my D drive, and so you can see it's a 256 gigs M4. And also, for some reason, this time the device manager picked it up. I don't know why it didn't before on the last drive, but there it is, the M4 C2 256, yada yada yada. Okay, And so here's the spec sheet for it. So there's the 256, and we should be getting up to 500 and 260 meg sequential writes. And so I ran a test before I did the video, and here's my results. I'm getting a little over 500 and 257. So the numbers seem right. So I was completely wrong about this slowing down. The M4 is fine. The MX300 is fine. Both hard drives are fine. It was just that my old laptop was only running at SATA 2, I believe. But for completeness, let me rerun this again live so you can see the numbers come through. Okay, so there's the numbers. So even this old M4 drive that I've used a lot, it's been heavily used for about probably 4 years, I'm guessing. No degradation in speed, it's fine. I was completely wrong. The SSDs are fine. It was just a matter that everything got somehow set down to SATA 2 on that older laptop. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a like. To subscribe, just click the subscribe button. Also, you can follow me on Twitter under the handle @whiteboardcoder.com. View any code I may have thrown up as a gist at GitHub under the username PatmanDenver, or check out my blog site at whiteboardcoder.com.